Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about a subject that I've been wanting to talk because I saw this video on YouTube about a YouTuber who is famous for doing like gaming vlogs and all of that, and he recently said, okay, I'm just going to stop doing videos for a while because I'm not feeling good. And apparently he has had, personal psychological problems, and he has mentioned depression. He has a very hectic life, everything is happening so soon for him that maybe he wants, to tone it down a little bit and just to be calm, take things easily. So that made me think that sometimes we do feel in life that we are not good enough for something. I think it's a very important thing to talk about, and I'm trying to do a short video about this. I'm going to put here phrases that I looked for in the internet that I found to be very, very interesting, very accurate. Some and not others are not so accurate, but I found them interesting nonetheless. First of all, everyone thinks that when someone says, "Oh, I'm never enough," you're referring to someone else and to love and to relationships, and in that sense I'm going to give you my clear advice: don't ever give your all to anyone else. Never. Never, never, never. In any case, not only love but in general, just don't do it. Just don't do it, and in general don't do it, because that's you. When you give your all in a relationship, you're giving yourself, you're giving your personality, who you are, what makes you you, basically. And if you give all of that to someone else, who are you then? What do you have in your hands? What remains inside of you? Nothing. You're just a shell of a person. And who cares for a shell of a person? I mean, who wants to be that? Who wants to be empty and not feel anything? And that can lead to really dark places. So just don't give your all in a relationship. That's just my advice, and if you don't like it, that's fine, but that's my advice in relationships. Sometimes we never feel good enough for a job, for example. Of course, in this day and age, it's kind of awful in the job industry, let's say, because in the past people were like, oh, I'm getting a job, and they just got a job. I mean, it was easy, let's say. You can have all the experience, academic experience that you want, but when you go for a job, they say, oh, you're really experienced, but maybe too experienced. And when you don't have that academic experience, they say, oh, you like academic. So it's always something that it's not there for them. And it's kind of insane, because companies today, I mean, when they finally hire you, they want to take advantage of you, to be honest. And that's another way when you're never enough. You may be doing your best work in that company, you're putting it, or you're all, you feel you're like part of the company or whatever, and then you find out they want more, and they want more and more and more and more, and it's never enough. It never ends, it never stops. So at one moment you're going to feel like, okay, I just gave you my all, and that's it. I mean, that's all. There's nothing more to give. So you will end up bitter. You will end up bitter at your job. You end up hating your job and maybe the people that you share that job with, and it's going to be really, really awful for the job and for you. So I don't understand those interactions, let's say, the relations in jobs and everything. Just be smart about the jobs. I'm not saying never give your all in the job. I mean, if you want to give all your energy, that's of course very good, but never give everything about you, because then you will find yourself to be like in a place where you cannot give anything else, and you're like, okay, you're going to get fired because that's it, that's all you have. So it's kind of hard. And of course, I think the best thing to do about never feeling enough for something or for somebody or for whatever it is to cultivate yourself, to really do things for yourself. If you will want to watch a movie by yourself, do it. If you want to masturbate, do it. If you want to take a walk alone in the streets, in the city, in the fields, or whatever, do it. If you want to do things by yourself, alone, for yourself, do them. Don't expect anyone to come and to share that experience with you and do everything with another person. That's just ridiculous. You should be able to do things on your own. I mean, if you have friends and you have family and you have everything, that's amazing, that's good, and you should of course cultivate all of those areas of your life too. But you should really know yourself and really take a moment to appreciate yourself personally. And I'm not saying, I found a phrase like saying like, oh, you should believe you're beautiful and amazing and everything, and just forget about what other people say. And that just doesn't make sense, because you wouldn't live in reality if you did that. Just you look at yourself, and you look at yourself and you say, oh, okay, I have a nice butt, but I don't have nice breasts, or I don't have a nice nose, or I have a nice mouth, or whatever, you know. Shallow things like that, physical things, are not so shallow, because they make us who we are. We are flesh and we are bone, and we are everything that's inside, and inside the brain especially. So you should cultivate everything. You should learn more about what you want. I mean, if you want to read about anything, or if you want to see videos about anything, or if you want to explore your sexuality, or if you want to do whatever it is, do it, because you're doing it for yourself. Never do these kind of things for others. I mean, oh, I'm going to be sexy because he likes sexy guys or sexy girls or whatever. Don't do that. That's a waste of time and a waste of energy and everything. But if you're doing it for yourself, that's great, because you're doing it for yourself and for your own good. And that's always what you have to do. You just prevent these awful feelings and things that may come up at any point in your life, to be honest, because it can happen to anyone, and you have to be ready for that. And the right way to be ready is just to, again, think about yourself, cultivate yourself, get to know who this person is, who you are, in order to then know how to navigate the rest of the world. You're never going to be enough for anyone. That's clear. There are people that want more, or they just want someone else or something else out of you. And that's fine, because we are all human and we are so many people in this world, and it's bound to happen. I mean, you're not going to be the one everyone wants, basically, and that's fine. Think about that, and again, think a little bit about yourself once in a while, because that's very important, I think. So thank you so much for watching. I didn't make this video short enough, I'm sorry, but whatever. Please comment down below what you think about this subject. Please share this video on your social media, of course, like this video, and of course subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Goodbye.